I work at a prestigious law firm in the city. I used to love my fast-paced, high-stress job, but lately it's been taking a huge toll on my physical health. I guess I'm just not as young as I used to be. Late nights at the office have drained my hours of sleep to just an hour or two at the most, so I've been getting terrible migraines here and there, sometimes right before I'm going to court. On weekends when I do try to relax, I can't, because my shoulders and neck are too tightly wound up. Visiting a masseuse did work, but the effects only lasted a day maximum. The pain only got worse on the following Monday. One day I collapsed during court. The hearing was postponed and I got admitted into the hospital. On the outside everything seemed fine, but when the tests came back the doctors told me my blood pressure was way too high and that I needed more rest. My boss, Evan, who is also a longtime friend of mine, insisted that I take a few weeks off to recuperate. It finally hit me that I really had been working too hard, and I needed help to turn my health around before I became incapacitated for good. Evan came over one day during my leave with something for me, and was I ever glad I had such a good friend looking out for me. He gave me a guidebook called Pure Natural Healing, along with an instruction video, and in it were things I'd never even heard of, like meridian therapy and something called Qi. I scoffed at it initially. What good was self-therapy when even masseuses and doctors can't help? But I was dead wrong. Evan had been following the methods in this guide for a while and knew its benefits well. He was certain I needed it. The guide came with clear pictures on how to properly conduct the massage techniques on my own. I found myself following the instruction, starting with the Qi Flexercise video, which instantly made me feel less tense. I began to feel hope. I looked at the contents page and realized there were techniques for almost everything under the sun: shoulder aches, migraines, lack of energy, high blood pressure, even one to cure a cold. I felt an overwhelming urge to sleep after the Qi Flexercise. So I went to bed, and had my first night of well-rested sleep in years. I woke up with a deep sense of gratitude that I was able to finally get some deserved sleep, and couldn't wait to get started on the rest of the techniques to cure myself of my other ailments. I tried out the exercise to get rid of migraines, and because I've had such a good night's sleep following the Qi Flexercise, I had no issues whatsoever with the exercises that I subsequently did. For the rest of the week, I did the migraine exercise daily, and to my surprise, not one migraine developed. Not one. It had been years since I could experience a stress-free mind. I also turned to the high blood pressure exercise in the guide, several simple techniques that help to regulate blood pressure and release muscle tension. My shoulders were much more relaxed and didn't ache as much anymore, even when I used the computer for a few hours recently. Then I went to my doctor for a checkup, and he reported in a tone of surprise, that my blood pressure had indeed gone down. He said he didn't really expect such a dramatic decrease to normal levels so quickly. It's been about a month or so since I've started using Pure Natural Healing, and I've gone back to work. I learned to cut back on my hours and delegate things to other associates, because if there's one thing I could take away from my fainting episode in court, it's that my health is irreplaceable. There is no point earning thousands if I sacrificed my rest and ended up in physical pain. Every day I make sure to spend a few short minutes on the Qi Flexercise, along with the migraines and blood pressure techniques. Once in a while, to spruce things up, I do other exercise for eye strain and stress. I'm finally enjoying my job again, and feeling more fit than ever to carry on. Visit my blog, http://solution-herbal-medicines.blogspot.com/ and if you are looking for a pure natural healing solution, I recommend you click the link in the description. Thank you for watching and see you next time.